So January, of course, is a very interesting month for all kinds of reasons, but it's the transfer window time. So let's talk a little bit about Barcelona, in particular, the curious case of the Catalan outfits. What's the deal with them? Can they actually do any business? They need to do a little bit, perhaps.
They need to sell players or find sponsorship. And what they won't be able to use is the levers that they have used in the past. LaLiga have gone wise on it. And they said, well, yeah, you want to sell part of your club. It's up to you. And they're thinking of 49% of the merchandise inside of the club. But then you can only use 5% for either renewing contracts or get new players. So Barcelona will not do that for now, which means that there won't be business done by Barcelona, because I don't think they've got players ready to go yet.
And, that's the only way it would happen, right? Yeah. Is if they had players exiting club, then they could actually bring someone
coming in. Okay. They don't expect nothing to happen, really. So from that point of view, boring for newspapers in Spain. Not much will happen.
And maybe boring for fans who love the transfer window and they want to see maybe a player go to Barcelona or one of their players leave to come to the club. In any case, there's a big name that's been circulating around Real Madrid for quite some time in Jude Bellingham, who had a very good World Cup with England, didn't he? And it could be a very good fit for him to go to Real Madrid.
Well, it looks like Real Madrid is really building this present and future. If Modric and Kroos leave, then they have Tchouaméni, Camavinga, Valverde, could be potentially Bellingham, Enrique's up front. Looks like quite of a midfielder line. So let's see. Obviously, Madrid is not signed like a big names in recently. So I think Florentino will have eyes on a big name coming.
But not likely to happen this month. If anything, it will happen in the summer, of course.
Yeah.
And what is the deal behind this potential move for Jude Bellingham if he decides to go to Real Madrid?
It's not decided that it is Real Madrid. They're favourites quite clearly. Borussia Dortmund have to have a conversation with the player and with his dad, who is key to the solution of this situation. They've always been very aware of where to place him or where to go next. Borussia Dortmund was the perfect place where he could develop his skills and his personality, and he's ready for Real Madrid. Real Madrid are ready for him as well, as Gaizka said. The price is about 140 million, 100 plus 40 million, depending on certain bonuses. And Real Madrid are saying, yeah, not a problem. But we know that there are other clubs that want him. I do think Real Madrid are favourites, and that, as Gaizka said, it really fits what Real Madrid are doing and what Jude is doing next. Remember, he's only 19.
Yeah, so, of course.
The thing is important, what Guillem mentioned, is the timing. Sometimes these big clubs sign players, young players, with actually not playing regularly, and ended up going to other clubs and kind of stops they develop. And I think in this case, could be the perfect timing for both.
And very quickly, could you see any other club doing a bit of business, big news, or anyone who really potentially needs to do a bit of movement in the market?
Really no. With the Griezmann situation sorted, we're waiting to see what happens with Joao Felix. And as you said earlier, Joao Felix wants to go. Simeone will like him to go. But because Atletico Madrid are thinking what to do next, this is one to leave a question mark.
We shall see.